Greetings everybody, welcome back to Sarasota, Florida. This is your Corvette buddy Lyle, here with another interesting and exciting Corvette to talk to you about. Today we're going to talk about who in the world wants a 63 Corvette for less than $40,000. Can it be done? Yes it can, and today we're going to talk about exactly what you get for that money. Before we do that, please remember to smash the like, subscribe, super thanks, awesome, whatever buttons down here. Again, that continues to allow us to bring you more content, and we really appreciate your feedback, your comments, and your support. Enough of that. Today I'm going to talk to you about a specific car that we recently acquired, and I'm going to explain to you what it is, how much it costs, and why it isn't a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 car, and more importantly, what you would have to do to this car to make it that car. Okay? So, first and foremost, let me give you the overview on this vehicle. This is a 1963 Corvette convertible. 4-speed transmission, side exhaust, complete driving, happy running car. Now, the reasons you will see that this is not, right off the bat, a super high dollar car is because back in the dewy slopes of 1972, putting things like a ducktail spoiler on or fender flares on was all the rage. Now the purists today don't like that, but this color, this earth tone kind of browny color, and these flares and that spoiler were all super correct for the hot rod period, including the beige pinstriping, which who doesn't love beige pinstriping, all for the early 70s. The gentleman we bought this car from has lovingly been restoring it, quote unquote, since he bought it in like 1982. So he's had this car forever, and his health began to fail, so he decided it was time to let it go, and we picked the car up. Now, this car mechanically runs and drives great, does everything it's supposed to do. Let me show you under the hood real quick. It's got a V8 that runs great. It's got a fresh carburetor on it. Steve drove it home about 35 miles the other day. It's got an aluminum radiator. The car runs great. Now, it's not the original motor. It is not fuel injection. It is not a big block. It is none of those things. And it's also not an air-conditioned car from the factory. So those are things that make this car more affordable than not. If you are a collector and you want to have an NCRS show car, this is absolutely not the car for you. However, if you just want a 63 Corvette for less than the cost of a Grand Sport C6 base model with about 80,000 miles on it, this is what you do. Let's take a look at the interior real quick. Now, if you look in the interior, you can see it's got nice fresh seats in it, nice fresh carpet. It's got a brand new aftermarket steering wheel in it that's a lot more comfortable than the original. Correct gauges, all the good stuff. Seat belts to make it legal. It's got a nice new top on it. So this car is, in every respect, a get in it and drive it 63 convertible right now for under $40,000. Now you say, Lyle, I like it. I think it's got some possibilities, but I really want to bring it back to original. I want to make it what it was years ago. Get it back to the correct color. Get it back to the no flares and stuff. Okay. So let's say you buy this car for $39,000, which is the asking price. No problem. You then need to do a bunch of body work to get rid of all of the flares, the spoiler, and all that stuff. And then you're going to have to repaint the car. Between the body work and the paint, you're going to spend somewhere between $20,000 and $35,000 for a nice job. I just had the body shop next door. Just for the purposes of this video, tell me what it would cost to repaint the car. If we did all the body work and handed them a stripped car, how much the paint work would cost. Our price as a shop was $15,000. And there's no way in the world they would give that price to anybody else because we've been doing business together a long time. Now, the other thing you got to look at, follow me. Okay, so we need to take the engine back to original, which now means finding a correct block with the correct numbers on it, rebuilding it, putting it in here, making sure that every wire, every cable, every connection is all factory correct. You're going to spend a minimum of $10,000 to $12,000 to $20,000 in here, depending on how far you want to go. And now you've got a car that you've got, let's see, 39 to buy it, let's call it 30 to do the paint and body work, there's 69, and another 10 to do the engine, that's $79,000. And here's the problem with the C2s. This car, had we bought it with all that stuff already done, would have brought somewhere around 50 grand. So you can see how that imbalance causes, by the time you put all that money in, you can't have an original car for what you would pay for a done original car if you're starting with something like this. However, if you just want a cool car to drive around in on the weekends, go to a couple local shows and have a real hoot with, and not spend a ton of money, then this is the kind of car you buy. Mechanically sound, clean underneath, nice interior, runs and drives. If you have any interest in this particular car, by all means hit us up in the comments downstairs and I'll be more than happy to get back to you Monday. But that is the differences between the high dollar Barrett-Jackson quality C2 Corvettes and a daily driver or a weekend driver like this. I look forward to bringing you more information on Corvettes next week. Have a great weekend.